Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Just recently, I lost kind of a friend, and it was very shocking as this time there was, a video. I saw what happened, and it was very traumatic, and it was hard to see. Not that I knew the guy too much, but imagine seeing a video of a kind of like an offshoot of a friend, dying. You're going to be traumatized, whether if you are nullified to gore or anything like that. It's still a pretty shocking thing. I wasn't too close to the guy, but it hit me very hard, and it made me emotionally sad. Now, one thing that played a very big part of that was sleep. So that day I was sleep deprived. I stayed up late, and frankly, I was just going through life with this mentality of, damn, this fucking sucks. I gotta go to school. I gotta do shit that I don't want to do. And boom, now I have this fear in my mind that, death is a real thing. This person just died. What about all my other friends? They could die on their motorcycles too. And it really shook me. And I was kind of emotionally destroyed. I had to go through work. I had to go through school with bearing this emotion that I could not express. I had to love my family and go through life. And I forgot a very important thing. When dealing with emotions, mostly grief and sadness is something I've had to do for the majority of my life, because people have always died and terrible things have happened to me. But with this emotion, it's important to express it. How many more times are you going to push your emotions downwards, deep into your pit, and they try to get out? You can only contain so much emotion in you without your body physically needing to get out there. That's why you cry at bed. That's why you cry when you go to bed. You're in your dark room and the thoughts finally creep up. The busy life has finally slowed down, and you have moments to think, well, holy shit, this happened. What can you do about it? And in the way of the spirit, man, it teaches to live life with an open heart, to hurt with an open heart, something like that. And that mentality is very useful in dealing with grief, because I find that, you're living life, and sure, you have to go out, and you don't always have times to express or have someone to talk to your emotions about, but it's important to stand tall and not let that stuff affect you too much. Now, living with an open heart, or hurting with an open heart, for me is really, okay, something traumatic happened. You're distraught, you're emotionally destroyed. Take some deep breaths, open yourself up, and allow the world to come into your life and express yourself outwards, taking everything in and being conscious about it. It's very difficult and hard because, you need to cry sometimes. It's okay to cry. I'll be the first man to admit that I've cried so many times. And there's been some acceptable moments where, frankly, that shit's happened, and, I'm not ashamed of it. Sometimes I see it as a waste of time, but there's nothing wrong. So with this emotion of grief or sadness, it's all right. One very important thing I have for you is to find someone to talk to you about. That morning when we found out that guy was dead, the whole group chat was disgusting. We were discussing it, maybe not like the best way possible, but we were, damn, that fucking sucks. Reminds me of this, reminds me of that. Oh, this is that. And eventually throughout the day, going through work, going through school, and just fucking hurting so much. You can't live life with oppressed emotions, because you are just so utterly destroyed, and it drains you if you cannot express it in some healthy manner of, here, I'm gonna go talk to my dad about what happens. Okay, here's his take on it. Now that I've calmed down and kind of came to my senses, maybe I shed some tears. I thought, okay, this is what it is. Maybe I didn't know the guy too much. Yeah, I was scared because of this and that. Okay, this is what I can do. This is how I'm going to think about it. This is what I learned about it. And it comes to this rational, intellectual thought of the outcome of what happened. And then, kind of with my story is, now it doesn't affect me too much. I learned from that person's life, and now I'm not so emotionally destroyed about it. So I learned, and this video is just kind of telling a story. I don't really know how to put it into words for you, because I've been trying these last few weeks. I've been recording this video over and over again. But the lessons I've really learned about dealing with grief in life is to stay on track. Don't abuse substances or use things to nullify the feeling of grief that you have deep down in your heart, because truly it hurts. Truly you need to talk about it, but recently you've just pushed it down. And when you push emotions down, you can only contain so much, like I told you, until your body physically has to shoot it outwards in some manner of, okay, I'm gonna go cry my eyes out for some reason because I have oppressed emotions. I haven't talked about my feelings for so long. I am gray and numb. Life is a shell of what it is because I have to live without expressing anything. It's fucking difficult and it hurts. It truly is painful. So no matter through our trials and tribulations that we have with life, of mourning and losing people, and just the hardship of life, it's important to live, to hurt with an open heart, so we can still stand tall and smile. Even if we're sad, we've expressed it fully, and we can go throughout life conquering it without so much pain in our heart. Hopefully you gained something from that, and if you truly are going through something, find people to talk to. Find something that relieves yourself in a healthy manner to get rid of that pain. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.